Hi, this is Steve Harper from YourCreativeLife.com, talking today about when to talk in a writer's room. Now, I was recently doing a workshop about the writer's room, and it occurred to me that this is an interesting subject that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about. Sometimes you get into a space when you're working with other writers, particularly on a TV show, where the ideas are coming fast and furious. People are chiming in with this thought and that thought and jumping in with one idea and somebody else trying to top that other idea or build on it or whatever. And sometimes it happens super fast. Well, I'll tell you a secret. For me personally, I see myself as an introvert, even though I have some extroverted tendencies. So sometimes what I've realized in the writer's room is sometimes my cylinders are not firing either as fast or as aggressively as the next writer. And in that case, what I've learned to do is give myself permission to speak whenever I'm moved to speak. Now, this doesn't mean to take up space and to just bulldoze through. What this means is if I'm in a room or in a moment where ideas are moving fast, I don't have to try to keep up. It's not a race. It's not a competition. I can actually take my time, make my notes perhaps, think, breathe, and then sometimes when other writers tire themselves out and there's a lull, then I can say, oh, I was thinking about blah, blah, blah. And I can offer a suggestion at that moment to contribute to the conversation that perhaps was happening a few moments ago. I don't have to jump in. I don't have to elbow anybody out of the way. I can simply wait for a time when the room is quiet and offer a thought. It's a magical idea that I'm super excited about and was super excited to discover years ago. The other thing I think when I say you can offer your ideas anytime is I've often and sometimes been in the room where the ideas are flowing fast and furious and my ideas perhaps come later, or I realize something after the room. And then I can do one of several things. One is I can simply wait till the next day. And as the next day starts, say, I had a thought about that thing we were talking about yesterday, right? Or I can email the showrunners and say, hey, I had a thought about X. Or even if there's a room chain, a text chain or an email exchange, I can send an email after hours and say, hey, I was thinking about this, right? So in that way, I hope that you can now be liberated in the writer's room that you're in, if you're in a writer's room, or if you're collaborating with other people, that it's not about a race. Things in the writer's room space change and morph all the time. And so rather than put additional pressure on yourself that you have to keep up with other people, the truth is offer your thoughts when you have them, or save those thoughts for a little bit later when things are quieter, when you can email, when you can text, or the following day. And if it's a good idea, according to the showrunners, chances are whenever you offer it, it may be absorbed into the fabric of the story. Now, that is, unless you're offering it like on the eve of production, and that's a whole different thing. But just know that you don't have to keep up. It's not a competition. It's a space where you don't have to be the smartest, fastest, quickest person in the room, but you can be and think of yourself as one of the smart people who brings ideas that are smart and useful in the room. And sometimes those ideas will get taken up, sometimes they won't, but it's not a competition and it's not a race. It's an opportunity to be collaborative with a bunch of really, hopefully smart and generous artists. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, tell your friends. I make a new video like this every week about something about the TV writing life. And I hope you'll continue to watch these videos, watch this one again, watch the ones that are on this channel. Also go to YourCreativeLife.com and check out the offerings there, which covers the coaching that I do for aspiring TV writers and TV writers who are actually out there in the trenches. And it also includes some free stuff. If you go to the free stuff tab, you can subscribe to my monthly newsletter, which is, again, all about the writing life. You can link to this page where these YouTubes live. You can also follow me on Twitter, which is a free offering. And then you can listen to the Secret Writer podcast, which is our podcast that you can find on Apple Podcasts and other outlets that we call Therapy for Writers, which is really about the inside psyche of the writer's life. So I hope you join me in any and all of these areas and use this information to enhance your creative life from now on. Thanks for watching.